From scoring goals in packed stadiums to finding peace in a small Jamaican neighborhood where houses touch each other, Darren Mattocks traded his cleats for something money cannot buy. The sun rises differently in Portmore, Jamaica. It is not just another morning. For Darren Mattocks, waking up here means something special. The smell of ackee cooking in the kitchen, the sound of neighbors talking over fences, children playing football in narrow streets. This is home. This is where everything started. After years of running on perfect grass fields in America and Canada, after hearing crowds scream his name, after scoring goals that made history, the 35-year-old striker came back to where his heart never left. His story is not just about football. It is about family, roots, and remembering where you come from no matter how far you go. Portmore is not fancy. It is real. The houses stand close together, so close that you can hear your neighbor's radio through the walls. Everyone knows everyone. Your business is their business, and their happiness is yours too. This is where Darren grew up, where his parents, David Mattocks and Lasmine Montague, raised him, where he learned that family comes before everything else. When people ask him what he loves most about being home, his answer is simple: spending time with family and friends. No cameras, no interviews, no pressure to perform. Just being Darren, the boy from Portmore who happened to become a professional footballer. The streets here tell stories. Every corner reminds him of something. The spot where he first kicked a ball. The wall where he practiced shooting for hours. The small field where older boys let him play even though he was too young. These memories are painted on every building, every fence, every tree in this neighborhood. Life in Jamaica moves at its own speed. There is no rush. People take time to talk, to laugh, to share food. Darren sits on his porch and watches the world go by. Kids run past his house, some carrying worn footballs, dreaming their own dreams. He sees himself in them. That hunger, that fire, that belief that anything is possible if you work hard enough. His hideaway is not a mansion with security gates and swimming pools. It is a comfortable place where his mother still cooks the meals he loved as a child, where his father tells the same stories he told 20 years ago, where cousins drop by without calling first because that is just how things work here. The refrigerator always has Red Stripe beer for unexpected guests. The kitchen always smells like something delicious cooking slowly on the stove. This is the Jamaica that tourists never see, the real Jamaica. The Jamaica that shaped a boy into a man who would represent his country on the biggest stages of football. Growing up, Darren did not have much, but he had enough. He had parents who believed in him. He had a community that supported him. He had a ball and a dream. That was all he needed. His first club was Passage Fort FC. He played as an attacking midfielder back then. He was skinny and fast, always looking to create chances. The local coaches saw something special in him. They saw determination in his eyes. They saw how he stayed after practice to work on his skills while other kids went home. They saw how he listened and learned. From Passage Fort, he moved to Waterhouse FC, one of Jamaica's respected football academies. At Waterhouse, he played for the under-21 team. This is where he learned discipline, where he understood that talent alone is not enough. You need hard work. You need dedication. You need to sacrifice things your friends are doing because you have a bigger goal. His heroes were not from Jamaica. He watched Steven Gerrard play for Liverpool on fuzzy television screens in Portmore. He studied how Gerrard controlled the midfield, how he never gave up, how he scored important goals when his team needed them most. He also loved Alessandro Del Piero, the Italian legend who played with elegance and intelligence. These players were from different worlds, but their dedication to football spoke a language Darren understood. He tried to copy their moves in Portmore streets. He imagined himself playing in big stadiums like them. People laugh sometimes. A kid from Portmore dreaming of European football greatness. But Darren kept dreaming. And more importantly, he kept working. The breakthrough came in 2012, the MLS Super Draft. This is where American Major League Soccer teams picked young talent to join their clubs. Darren Mattocks was chosen second overall by Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Second pick in the entire draft. A kid from Portmore, where houses touch each other, was now going to play professional football in Canada. His neighborhood celebrated like Jamaica had won the World Cup. His parents cried happy tears. His friends painted his name on walls. This was not just Darren's success. This was Portmore's success. This was Jamaica's success. He packed his bags and moved to Vancouver, a city where rain falls more than sunshine, where the cold bites through your jacket, where everything was different from home. But he was ready. He had prepared for this moment his entire life. Vancouver was beautiful, but strange. Mountains touched the sky. The ocean was cold and gray, not warm and blue like Caribbean waters. People were polite but distant, not warm and loud like Jamaicans. The football was fast and physical. Defenders were bigger and stronger than what he faced in Jamaica. But Darren adapted. He learned to use his speed. He learned to be smart with his movements. He learned when to fight for the ball and when to let it go. From 2012 to 2016, he wore the Whitecaps jersey with pride. He scored important goals. He created chances. He showed Canadian fans that Jamaican footballers have heart. The fans loved his energy, his never-give-up attitude, his smile after scoring. He became a fan favorite, and Vancouver started feeling like a second home. In 2016, he moved to Portland Timbers. Different city, same league, new challenges. Portland fans are crazy about their team. They sing for 90 minutes. They wave flags. They create an atmosphere that makes players want to give everything. Darren loved playing in front of them. Then came 2017 and a move to DC United, the capital team with big history and high expectations. Washington, D.C. was different from Vancouver and Portland. More political, more formal, but the football was the same. Run, fight, score, win. He gave everything for every team he played for. In 2019, he joined FC Cincinnati, a newer team trying to build something special. His last professional club was Phoenix Rising FC, where he played before hanging up his boots and retiring from professional football. But club football was only half of Darren's story. The other half was written in gold, black, and green, the colors of Jamaica. Representing your country is different from playing for a club. When you wear the national team jersey, you carry the hopes of everyone back home. Every person in Portmore, every kid playing barefoot football. Every parent working 2 jobs so their children can chase dreams. Darren wore the Reggae Boys jersey 50 times. In those 50 matches, he scored 18 goals for Jamaica. 18 moments of pure joy. 18 times he made his country proud. These were not just goals, they were statements. Proof that a boy from Portmore could compete with anyone in the world. The 2015 Gold Cup will never be forgotten in Jamaica. The Gold Cup is the championship for countries in North and Central America and the Caribbean. Jamaica was not expected to do much, but the Reggae Boys had other plans. They fought through the group stage. They won tough matches, and then came the semifinal against the United States. The mighty USA with their big budget and famous players. Most people thought Jamaica would lose badly, but football is not played on paper. It is played on grass with heart and desire. Jamaica shocked everyone by winning 2-1, and Darren Mattocks scored one of those goals. A goal that will be replayed in Jamaica forever. A goal that proved small countries can beat big countries if they believe. The stadium went crazy. Jamaicans watching at home jumped and screamed. In Portmore, people ran into the streets celebrating. Darren had given them something to remember forever. 4 years later, in 2019, the Gold Cup came around again. Jamaica faced Panama in the quarterfinals. The match was tight and tense. Both teams wanted to win badly. The score was tied and the game could go either way. Then Darren Mattocks scored the winning goal. One goal that sent Jamaica through to the semifinals and sent Panama home disappointed. These are the moments footballers dream about. These are the memories that never fade. Standing on the field, hearing the Jamaican fans sing, knowing you just made millions of people happy. No amount of money can buy that feeling. He also played in Copa America, the South American Championship where Jamaica was invited to compete against teams like Argentina and Brazil, playing against world-class players. Testing himself against the best, learning and growing with every match. Through all these years of success, Darren never forgot where he came from. Many athletes get big contracts and forget their roots. They move to fancy neighborhoods and ignore the people who supported them when nobody knew their names. Not Darren. He always came back to Portmore, always spent time with his parents, always talked to kids in his old neighborhood. He understood something important. Success means nothing if you lose yourself. Fame is empty if you forget your family. Money cannot replace the love of people who knew you before you were famous. His parents taught him this. Jamaican culture taught him this, and he never forgot the lesson. Now retired from professional football, Darren's life has changed, but his heart has not. He spends his days differently now. No more early morning training sessions. No more ice baths after tough matches. No more traveling to different cities every week. Instead, he wakes up in Portmore and decides what he wants to do that day. Maybe visit friends. Maybe watch local football matches. Maybe just sit with his parents and talk about nothing and everything. His mother still cooks his favorite meals. Curry goat with rice and peas. Jerk chicken that makes your mouth burn in the best way. Ackee and saltfish for breakfast. Festival bread fried golden brown. Food tastes better when made with love. And nobody cooks with more love than a Jamaican mother. The neighborhood kids know who he is. They see him and their eyes get big. They ask for autographs. They want to hear stories about playing against famous players. They want to know how he made it out of Portmore and into professional football. Darren always takes time to talk to them. He tells them the truth. Talent is good, but hard work is better. Dreaming is important, but discipline is more important. You will face rejection and failure. People will doubt you. Things will get difficult. But if you keep going, if you never quit, if you work when nobody is watching, you can achieve things people said were impossible. He sees himself in these kids, the same hunger, the same dreams, the same odds stacked against them, but also the same possibility that one of them might be the next Darren Mattocks, the next kid from Portmore who shocks the world. His hideaway is more than a house. It is a reminder that no matter how far you travel, home is home. A reminder that success is better when shared with the people who love you. A reminder that the simple things, like sitting on your porch watching the sunset, matter more than trophies and medals. Jamaica gave Darren his foundation. It gave him values. It gave him strength. And now he gives back by being present, by being available, by showing kids that someone from their neighborhood made it, and they can too. He does not need to give speeches or start foundations with fancy names. His presence is enough. His story is the inspiration. When the evening comes and the sun sets over Portmore, painting the sky orange and purple, Darren sits outside and reflects on his journey. From these narrow streets to stadiums filled with 50,000 screaming fans. From playing with torn balls on concrete to playing on perfect grass fields. From nobody knowing his name to crowds chanting it. But through all of it, he stayed himself. He stayed humble. He stayed connected to his roots. He stayed Jamaican. The trophies and awards are nice, but they are packed away in boxes. What he treasures more are the memories. Scoring for Jamaica, making his parents proud, inspiring kids in his neighborhood. These are the things that matter. These are the things that last. Stop scrolling through highlight reels and discover what champions do when the cameras turn off. Because Darren's real victory was not on the field, but in never forgetting the Portmore streets that built him.